I'm here with my sister
Ashlyn,
and we are here today to talk about some of the favourites that we've liked over the past couple of summer months. So let's get started. First sort of thing I'm like in beauty kind of range is the Nivea Q10 firming and anti-cellulite and stuff range. I bought them because I saw someone on YouTube do a review and they said it was like amazing. I bought sort of a sort of try kind of cheapy buy, which was the, I think it's the Miss Sporty concealer, but it's like an anti-redness, anti-bacterial or something concealer stick, so I thought I'd buy that to try, and surprisingly that was quite good. I just bought it basically to sort of, I don't know, to tie me over while my other regular concealer would run out until I got my other one.
I have really been loving Makeup Benefit this month. I didn't have a lot of Benefit anyway, and then when I went on holiday I got the kit. It's got the Professional, the Oxy Wow foundation, 2 Boing concealers and the powder, the Oxy Wow powder, and it's really good. I really like Professional, obviously is like raved about all the time. The foundation's really good. I've been using it every day and it actually matches my skin tone because
you're so pale.
I'm really pale and I can never find a foundation to match me, but it's really good. And I'm not a big fan of the Boing concealers. I think because I love the collection one, and that's such high coverage concealer.
Yeah, I like that.
Any other concealer I use now, it's just a bit like,
doesn't seem so good.
Yeah, but the powder's good as well. And I also really like the Benefit Their Real Mascara, which everyone also raves about, but that's really good. So for TV shows these past few months, I started using Netflix. Got hooked on Orange is the New Black, obviously, it's really funny.
It's become really popular, hasn't it, in like the last...
Yeah.
Whenever it's sort of started being on, everyone seems to be watching it, so...
It was so funny. And then I was just scrolling through Netflix and I came across a show called Greek, which was out in America a few years ago, and I think it might have been kind of big in America, I don't know, but I didn't hear about it like here. I don't think it was out at all, or if it was I didn't know about it.
Talking of guilty pleasure shows, my favourite couple of like programmes for the past couple of months has been Big Brother. I don't know how many other places have Big Brother still. I know there was loads and loads of Big Brother.
It came out quite big in America recently, I think. I've heard a lot of YouTubers, like American YouTubers, talking about
Big Brother, but then I didn't realise like if it was the same, or I don't know, because I'd not really seen anyone else do like a review on other Big Brothers anywhere else other than our one. I didn't know if any people still had it.
That was beautiful.
In the country still, but that's been my kind of guilty pleasure, easy kind of watch.
That was my phone.
Ooh. But yeah, it's my like guilty pleasure, easy watch. And the other one I watched sort of mid while I'm like sort of looking after Willow has been Next Top Model, just because it's been pretty good this year, because it's the first year that they have male models.
I love American Next Top Model.
So far there's not that many people I really like in it. There's the odd couple.
I really like the guy that was homeless, he looks a bit like Jesus.
Yeah, he had his like extensions done and everything.
Yeah.
He's like kind of alright.
He's cool, he's quirky.
Like the majority of the other men in it, I personally just don't like them. And there's only a few of the girls that I actually I'm feeling. So
but I just like seeing their photos and then reviewing them like, no, or yeah, girl, get it.
Yeah, it's good as well how they have they've had it before, haven't they, where they get rated on
last
social network, last series, and so that's really, really good.
The university one, or whatever, college edition.
Next thing on our favourites list is music. What kind of music we're loving or have been loving over the past couple of months. What I've been sort of listening to, I've just basically been like radio browsing the past month or so. Before, we had, where we live on the Isle of Wight, we had like a massive Isle of Wight festival. So every year I tend to like around that time, or like the month before that, just listen to a whole bunch of music from the artists that are performing on there. So I sort of made like a playlist, do a Foo Fighters because I sort of liked them anyway, but then just chucked it on for refreshing, I guess. Then I'll just sort of pop a few in a list below on the description of other ones that I had on the playlist, because right now I can't think.
Special mention, Troye Sivan.
Yay! Yay!
I'm like a proud mother. Happy Little Pill is just, oh, it's amazing. It's so good.
It is good, and I think the first time, I think while it was you away, I heard it on the radio and I was like, oh my god! Radio 1 as well, which is like the main, like, you know, one of the main ones, like most popular in England. I was quite proud. I kind of like him, and I'm not really like a big follower of him. I don't watch him like every so often.
You should be.
I watch him occasionally, but mainly more when he does collab videos with other people.
Because Troy's adorable and he's keep them nibbled. Also, Emma Blackery, her song The Promise. I went to Summer in the City last week, and she shaved her head on stage to raise money for charity.
Cancer, isn't it?
Cancer. There was a bunch of them that she raised money for, and as she was getting it done, she was getting really emotional, and then everyone in the crowd started singing The Promise and holding their pinkies up, and I was just like, oh, and I got so overly emotional. I was like, oh my god. And now that song just reminds me of it, and saying goodbye to my friends that I went to London with as well. I was like really sad to say goodbye to them, and then that song just now on the journey home I was like, oh god, listening to it. But it's such a good song. I also love Jay recently. There's some Breeze Blocks. It's like they're such good like chill out music and long journeys, long summer day journeys music.
There's sometimes it's not better when you're driving along in the summer and you just listen to some good music. There's some which is just like really easy listening music and just.
That's just such a chill, like Breeze
chill
Blocks
out
is
at the
such
end
a
of
chill
the
out
day
song.
kind of songs, or if you're going to the beach or something, just driving down. It's a pretty good song to listen to.
Yeah, and I also, I'm in love with 5 Seconds of Summer. I fell into the trap with 5 Seconds of Summer.
God.
I fell into the trap and I love them.
I'm currently trying not to fall into the trap.
Don't fall into the trap, it's a bad idea.
No. I think I'm a bit too busy to fall into the trap. I mean, yeah. I miss a lot of music trends anyway because I'm busy now.
Once you're in, you won't get out.
Oh God, help us all. The miscellaneous.
Oh, miscellaneous. So a few weeks ago, we were around our auntie's house, and our little cousins were there. Our little cousins are like pre-teens.
They're pre-teens.
And there's a trend been going around in schools, in like primary schools and middle schools,
for ages,
of loom bands. And they had loom bands, and I was like, oh, what is all this about loom bands? How do you make them? And they showed us how to make loom band bracelets.
And it hooks you. From the first moment you hook that loom band, it's done. Your soul is sold.
It's so addictive. And I got some nice like pastel ones, and they're just so cute.
I think they just pull you in as well because you can make really cute things. There's so many videos or tutorials of things and you can make them so cute.
And this is like, if you're bored, just something to do. It's just
an easy thing, an easy activity, isn't it? I mean, you'd have them, didn't you? I know a lot when I've been places. Went to the beach the other week. As I was getting back into the car in the car park, there was a car next to me. I had their kids, and this woman, the mother, opened the door. She's like, "Why are there loom bands everywhere?" It's just something that kids are just doing everywhere, like in the back of the car for journeys. They were obviously on their summer holiday, so I had it in like the back of the car as like an easy activity for them, not messy, like an easy activity in the back of the car. It suckers everyone in. It's like the Scooby bands, Scooby things all over again.
Childhood memories.
My miscellaneous thing, I've got a few, because I've recently been trying to organise my room to make it a bit more just livable, I guess. They're more grown-up kind of items. One of them has been one of the little plastic storage containers. They're like, I suppose about sort of this size, and they've got little sections in, like the little individual sections. And I had a bunch of rings and jewellery in the cardboard, you know, like the normal jewellery box things. And I had them in a drawer on my bedside, and they just take up so much space. So I decided, that's it, I'm going to empty them all out, get one of these storage containers and just dump. Well, not dump. Just put them in this storage container so it keeps them safe, it keeps them all together. I've done it with the earrings that I don't exactly wear all the time. I've done it with rings, necklaces, just really compacted down all of my jewellery that I kind of, you know, wear often, or, you know, just all the jewellery I have into this sort of storage box about this sort of size, and I freed up so much space. I also, because I have wicker bedside cabinets, The top of them is a nightmare if you want to put a cup of coffee on there, because you will just brush past it and it seems it will fall over and coffee will go everywhere, all over your bed, on everything. So I just got Perspex sheets. I thought it's cheaper than glass, so I thought I'll just use that for now and just see how well that works. And I got it, I was quite surprised that I was able to cut it so easy with a craft knife. Well, like a Stanley knife. I don't know why I thought that was so difficult to do. But did that, marked it all out, Stanley cutted it out. That's a word. And just laid that on top, and it's perfect. Also bought as I was there doing the whole Perspex thing, bought these button silicone coasters.
So cute.
They are amazing because they're silicone, so they don't slip around on the top of the Perspex, and they're just really cute. And so I got them in like a blue to match in with my rooms, blue and white, and they are so cute. So that's been my sort of useful sort of miscellaneous favourites. And the other miscellaneous favourite, I guess, has been a necklace when you guys were away. Like, I love owls, so it's just like an owl silver long sort of pendant. It's just adorable. It's so cute.
You and your owls.
I know, it's adorable. Food or drink items.
My life.
But I've recently been on this, we're trying to lose some baby weight, etc. For the summer, and I eat a lot of rice cakes anyway because I find them, after a while, bread kind of, you know, bloats your tummy and just really makes you feel really just stodged down and just gross. But I ate loads of rice cakes anyway with like various like low fat dips or whatever, just smeared on top a little bit. And I used to have the caramel Snacker Jacks, but I didn't really have them that often. I just mainly went for plain or just salt and vinegar, just for variety. But for when I was getting like a bit of a sweet tooth, I had those, and I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna mush a banana on there anyway rather than just eat it on its own. And I found that it tastes delicious. It's very much like a banoffee, like it reminds me of banoffee pie or something. It's really good, and it's, I think each rice cake, I could be wrong, is about 51 calories maybe. I don't know, it might be less than that, but it's something, it's not very many if you eat a couple of them with a banana.
Nice snack.
And it's not too bad, I guess, but it is nice. It's better than eating like a chocolate bar or an actual banoffee pie, like dessert. So that's been my food favourite of the last couple of months.
Oh, okay. I have two food favourites. Firstly, Maryland cookies, the gooey ones. Have you tried them?
No.
They've been out for ages, have you not tried them?
Don't let this figure fool you. I don't really go and eat many biscuits. It makes me like I consume a truckload. I rarely go down the biscuit cookie aisle.
Well, I got some of them like a few weeks ago. Oh my god, they're so good. They're like just the Maryland cookies, but then inside there's all like chocolate.
Oh yeah, I've seen the advert for them actually on TV.
Oh my god, they're so good. And the second thing is my friend Vanessa came down from Germany and she brought like a Kinder Egg. It was like a summer Kinder Egg, but it wasn't just any Kinder Egg. It was like in a plastic container. You open it up like in half, and then half of it's got a toy in it, and then the other half has got like half the chocolate egg, and then all this kind of chocolatey like moussey stuff. And it's also got like crispy balls in it. Oh my god, they're so good. I'm gonna get her to bring me 1 million down next time she comes because they're so good.
Truckload of them. So the big event of the past couple of months has been Isle of Festival. It's quite expensive each year. It's on down here. It corresponds again with the Festival, which is around September time, August, September. Is it this month? It's on August.
September.
I think it's August.
There's V-dubs on at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, the Isle of Wight Festival, it's quite good. It is kind of expensive, like tickets are like £180, but it is for the full weekend. And this year it was I think it was the first year they haven't have camping and non-camping. Before you could buy a camping ticket, so you could like obviously camp there, and they had non-camping, but yeah, they just made all tickets this year camping, and there were £180.
I think I prefer that.
I think it meant that people could go in before. They would have the Thursday and would be open just for camping people, and then like the Friday then would be open for everyone. But yeah, Thursday they had like a few little acts. They have like some local island bands playing on one of the stages. They have like a selection of different stages. They have like main stage, but they have like loads and loads of bands really for that, and the weather was really good. Like I know a couple of years ago we had like torrential rains.
That was so funny that year though.
It was good, but it made like headlines and everything because the weather was so bad and people couldn't get out and stuff, or people just ended up going home early that had come down from wherever who were camping there rather than camp. They just decided to go home. But that's been my event of the summer basically, although festival is like next month or this month, so who knows, may go to it. Don't know.
I'd love to do the festival. Okay, my event of summer, obviously, Summer in the City. Sitsi was so good. I went last year was my first year, and it was great, but I went with my friend Daisy, and I think we had too much like hope in our minds that we'd do all this stuff and we'd get to meet like everyone we wanted to, and we'd like, it would be like, we'd do everything that we'd planned, yeah. And I really wanted to meet Dan and Phil, and I didn't get to meet Dan and Phil, and she really wanted to meet PJ, and she didn't get to meet PJ, and we were just like, oh. But it was still really good. Like after a while we kind of thought, just have fun, that's what it's for. And it was amazing last year. And then this year I went with 4 of my friends, and we all got an apartment and stayed in London together. And I think because I didn't get my hopes up, it was a lot better, because again I wanted to line up for Dan and Phil, didn't get to meet them. We met PJ, he's super lovely, drew me like one of his French girls. And it was really good. The acts on stage were amazing, and I just loved it. I might do a video on my channel talking about it in full, so subscribe.
Clothing.
Oh yes. So my favourite clothing item of this past few months has been a kimono. I got it from TK Maxx. I don't know how much it was. Mum bought it for me. Yeah, but I just really like it, and I think it's super cute and summery. And it's good for like if you're wearing a short sleeve top and you don't want to wear a jumper
because it's too hot in summer.
But kimonos are really thin and you can still cover up without having loads of layers on.
My clothing item of the summer, or these past couple of months, has also been a kimono, just basically because it's really easy, lightweight. It's not like, normally you can like layer up with like a little cardie, like they have little thin cardies and stuff, and sometimes it's just nice when, especially if you've got like little lumpy areas, to like throw it on just to sort of hide or conceal some little bits, and they're just really cute and they really dress up. I just dressed it up with like a little plain black dress and some leggings and I think tights, because it was quite a cold day when I wore it. It was just like come over really overcast, and like I could wear it even then, and then in the summer I could, you know, when it was really hot I could still wear it. It's quite a multi-functional item that I could just, you know, carry over to winter or summer. The other item isn't my items, but Willow, my daughter, she had quite a few rompers bought for her like when she was a couple of months old, and it was, I think our auntie bought them for her, maybe 3 or 4 different rompers. And it's good because I like it when people think when they buy someone baby items and baby clothes, especially summer clothes, because I've had, these are like perfect because she's now able to fit in them now in like the summer hot months. I've had other people that have bought me woolen or fake fur baby grows, and that are, you know, like 3 to 6 months, and they gave them to me, and she's will fit in them now, but obviously it's been so hot there's no way she's gonna fit into them. I mean, she's quite small still because she was early, but she might, I suppose, fit into them for like when it gets cold in November and whatever. But I just like it when people think about the items that they buy like practical, because otherwise you end up wasting quite a lot of clothes and stuff for babies anyway, because people buy you so much. But yeah, I just like she's been wearing quite a lot of rompers. They're so easy as well, just throw them on, just a one piece item, just chuck it on her, take it off, change it if she poos all over it, and they just look really, really cute as well without being, you know, really fancy and fussy. My next favourite is YouTube channels. I vary throughout whatever I'm going through. When I was pregnant, I watched a lot of pregnancy vlogs. I rewatched a lot of other things I'd already watched, like Candy Johnson when she was pregnant, like 5 or whatever many years ago. I watched a lot of other people that were pregnant at the time. At the time I was pregnant, there was like 3 or 4, maybe 3 or 4 main or bigger big YouTube people that were pregnant at the same time. They were all kind of due. There was like the mums due, so I watched a lot of the mums due at the time. But at the moment, the main ones I'm watching has been the Knife Knowles and the Shaytards, just mainly because I watched them anyway, but because they've been moving house, I've just found that really interesting, and especially with the Shaytards, they've had a lot of been doing lots of renovation on their property, and I found that really interesting and stuff, and it's just been nice for them moving back, because they were in California or LA, and they moved back to Idaho again, so I just find that really good. It feels really like it better when they're in Idaho.
Yeah, I used to love their vlogs when they were in Idaho.
And then in Knife Knowles, they've moved from this, like, you know, obviously they've been past like whatever many months, I've been watching them a lot more than I did, because obviously they have the new baby, and now they've moved into like a really nice house. So it's just, I just like it when you see people moving and like, I don't know, I just like it. But they've been the ones, and then Sprinkle of Glitter, I watch her anyway,
Queen.
but I've been watching a lot of her Sprinkle of Chatter videos, because she's done a lot more sort of daily, I suppose daily vlogs every so often, like for the past, I don't know, few weeks I guess. But she's been vlogging lots about like Summer in the City, and because I didn't go to Summer in the City, so it's been good to be able to see it and just see it from that aspect rather than just from what I've heard from people that have gone.
Okay, so I've also been loving Louise's videos. She's just amazing. I just love her.
She's hilarious.
She's so funny and she's so relatable, and I just love her. I've also been loving Jack Howard. I love Jack Howard anyway. His Jack and Dean videos are just so funny, and Jack just in general is so funny. So I love Jack and Dean.
He's hilarious when he's teamed up with
Louise.
They're just so funny.
Yeah, I love them. I've also really liked Nikki and Sammy. Have you ever watched Nikki and Sammy's videos?
I've watched one or two because of you've mentioned them, but not really.
They're so funny. They're twins on YouTube, I swear. I just can't get rid of them. They just make me laugh. They make me cry of laughter in some of their videos. I met them at Summer in the City, and they were super nice. And yeah, love Nikki and Sammy.
I think the thing with Summer in the City, it seems like a lot nicer. I know a lot of people like in the comments and stuff are really negative, and I think those people just can't be bothered or just don't bother going. Okay, so that's been our summer month favourites. I hope you enjoy, and if you'd like to go over to my sister's channel, which is linked below or in an annotation somewhere, fancy, maybe over her face, you can check out the video we did on her channel, which was the YouTube Whispers challenge, and that was pretty funny, so go check that out. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video for whatever it may be. Ooh. Okay, bye.
Hello.
Okay.